Hello there, it's Ina here and welcome to my art room. So let me start by showing you some of the things I bought in order to make these wedding invitation cards. There's a set of ready-made cards and envelopes, and these cards are square after they're folded in half. They come already creased, so it's easy enough to do. And here, of course, is the envelope that goes along with it. And then I bought some watercolor paper, smaller size sheets, and those I cut into two even smaller rectangles. And these will be the pieces I will be coloring and working on, and then they will get glued to the front of the card. Pretty simple. Now my daughter, whose wedding this is the one who picked the design, and she wants a watercolor effect. And her wedding colors are salmon and teal. So the salmon I found in my Neocolor 2 set, and the teal comes from a different watercolor crayon set by Reflection. And this teal actually has a bit of shimmer and shine to it, which is kind of nice. I'm also using some stickles in gold right here and some liquid pearl in white. So it seems to be wedding season in my family. I had one last summer. My son got married. This year, my daughter. And last year, I made a guest book for my son. And there's a video out for that. And the link will be below in case you're interested. Now, I'm not a card maker, but thank goodness my daughter picked a rather simple design. And also, I only have to make 50 cards only, but it's doable. So here you see me applying the watercolor just with a brush and water, of course. And I tried to do different shades of the color by using more or less of the crayon. And now I do the same with the salmon color. It's a super simple way to color in these cards, and the watercolor effect is quite nice. Of course, the very reason why I do this on a separate piece of paper and not straight on the card is the watercolor effect. You need watercolor paper to make it work, and it wouldn't work straight on the card as also just cardstock. Also, this makes it a little less stressful, as I don't have to be too careful not to get the paint on the rest of the card where it's not supposed to be. Now, I don't bother to make the design exactly the same on each card because they all go to different individuals, so there's no need to make them all exactly the same. So that makes the whole process way easier as well. So as soon as this is all dry, I'm going to use my stickle and just outline this little design very quickly, very simply. And then I follow it up with some of the liquid pearl in white. It gives it a little bit of that wedding feel, but I only added here and there just a little bit on the inside of both of the sticker lines. And that looks really pretty. Next, I will be adding a stamp. This one says, "All you need is love." And there's a little bit of brown archival ink. Oops, and my head is in the way, but this was the only way I could make sure I get it straight. And I can position it wherever. And again, I choose a variety of placement. Now, as I'm showing you this video, I'm just doing 2 cards from beginning to end. All the other cards are already done, just about, and I did those more in an assembly line where I first did all the teal, then I did all the salmon, and so on. So here is another stamp. This one will go on the inside. It says, "You are invited," and then it has room to add the date, the place, and other details. Now on the bottom part of the card, the happy couple themselves will write the name of the person this goes to and whichever other detail they might want to add. So as soon as all the stamping is done and everything is dry and my little watercolor pieces and especially the stickle and the liquid pearl are really dry, I use the tape runner here, go around the edges and then attach it to the card. Now there's definitely the option of first mounting this piece of paper before adding it to the background if you want more contrast, but my daughter was happy to do it simply like this, and I was happy to keep it simple. So this brings me pretty close to the end of the video. Now I know this is an unusual project for me. It's not mixed media, but it's one of those things which are sometimes fun to do, where you can use your creativity to do something uniquely handmade for a special event. So I hope this gave you some ideas. Here you can see the rest of the cards. And yes, I still have to do the stamping, but everything else is done. And as you can see, they're all a little different. And I like the little bit artsy and unusual look of these cards. I hope you like them too, and it gave you some ideas. Thank you so much for coming. Bye bye for now.